Over 10 years ago, a remarkable orchestra played in Damascus, performing Arabic music at the highest level.
نقدم وصلات من كل المحافظات السورية لحتى نقدر نفرجي الاختلاف بالثقافات.
But when war broke out in 2011, some of the musicians were forced to flee Syria.
كان يعني في فوقي كان الصواريخ يعني بشوفها بس يعدي يعني الموضوع على خير.
This is the story of an attempt to bring the orchestra back together for a once-in-a-lifetime tour, in the hope of changing the way the world sees their war-torn nation.
أصوات الموسيقى هي أعلى من أصوات المدافع، لازم تكون أعلى.
Since the beginning of the war in Syria, an estimated 9 million people have fled their homes in search of a new life. One of them is Issam Rafea. He claimed asylum in America in 2013, after being invited to teach music in a university here.
I watch bombs, I watch all kind of military issues, and nobody knows when the bomb will come.
Did you know people that have been killed?
A lot of, you know, my friends, a lot of relatives as well.
Issam's father and sisters are still living in Damascus. He hasn't seen them since he left.
Syria, what does Syria mean for me, actually? Family, you know, hopefully this will be like a bad dream maybe, and to have better life, that's all.
Before the war, Issam, his sisters and brother all played in the Syrian National Orchestra for Arabic music. Issam took over the orchestra in 2003 and conducted them for 10 years, touring Europe and the Middle East. When he left, he didn't know if he would ever lead them again. But that could be about to change. International organisers are trying to bring the orchestra to Europe for a one-off tour that would reunite musicians from inside Syria and those now living abroad, like Issam.
This is our dream, actually, my dream.
His friends Dima and Omar are helping him prepare. Issam wrote this piece for the orchestra while he was still living in Damascus. But the tour hangs in the balance. Since the outbreak of war, it is almost impossible to get visas for Syrians to leave the country.
He is very stressed because he was so busy lately writing all his stuff and worried about the music, the visa.
Oh my God.
So yeah, you can see, look, he lost a lot of weight.
He lost a lot of weight and I gained a lot.
I gave it to Omar.
Yeah.
Issam himself might also be unable to travel. Because of his ongoing asylum claim, there is a real risk he won't get permission to leave the US. But that hasn't stopped him from working on the music for the tour. How will you feel if the visa doesn't come through?
Do you want me to cry now? No. I mean, it's for sure out of my hands or out of anybody's hand, but better to try and keep fingers crossed. So hopefully I'll be there, hopefully.
Like Issam, many members of the orchestra are now refugees. More than 100,000 Syrians have applied for asylum in Germany since the war began. And it is now home to violinist Susan Eskandar, originally from Aleppo.
يوميت اللي سافرت هلا ما بنسى يعني بتذكر كانت شي الساعة 5 6 الصبح وكان بس يعني في فوقي كان الصواريخ عم يمشوا بس يعدي يعني الموضوع على خير ف yeah actually was صعب يعني مش سهل كمان.
Susan has now settled into life in Germany and teaches music to refugee children recently arrived from Syria.
الوطن هو شيء دايما إحساس بتحمليه معك هو يعني مش بس بيك جغرافيا.
Since becoming a refugee, music has become even more important to Susan.
كثير أكيد بيأسفني يعني. هالتشرد وهالضياع وهالدم في أوقات فعلا ما عاد فيك تعبري فيه بالكلام عن الحالة، صارت حالة لا يعبر فيها بالكلام. أنا بشوفها بلكي بنعبر فيها بالموسيقى أكثر ما أنه يكون بالكلام.
She joined the orchestra as a music student in Damascus and hasn't played with them for 4 years.
يعني حتى لما طلعت أنا كان في عندي دايماً في إحساس داخلي حاسة إنه لا يعني في شيء راح يرجع أكيد يجمعنا تمام يعني، وبما إنه نحن مستمرين بالموسيقى فأكيد الموسيقى هي حتجمعنا.
While music has helped Susan, for some refugees, it is simply a painful reminder of everything they have lost. Feras Charistan is from northern Syria. He played in the orchestra before fleeing to Sweden with his young family in 2013.
يعني في ممكن كان موسيقي تاني يجاوب إنه أنا بالعكس أنا الموسيقى بتساعدني إنه أنسى هيك حالي، أو أنا بروح بلجأ للموسيقى لحتى أقدر أعبر عن حزني. وأنا بالنسبة لي يعني لما بتتصاعد المشاكل والأحداث ببعد تماماً عن الموسيقى، يعني ما بقدر أتخيل إنه أنا عم معزف أو إنه أنا عم أتمرن وشو أحوال الناس هنيك، يعني إنه بحس كتير صعب إنه ما أنا ببعد عن الموسيقى صراحة. معزف من دون أي إحساس أو أي مشاعر، لأنه من جوا يعني محطم الواحد بيكون يعني.
Feras is one of the foremost qanun players in Syria, and for him, the upcoming concerts are an important way of preserving the country's culture.
سوريا بلد غني جدا بالموسيقى وبالحضارة بس طبعا يعني الحرب ما يعني بتدمر كل شيء.
But rehearsing for the tour is difficult, as Feras has to look after his young sons while his wife is at work. And he struggles to explain to his children why the family left Syria.
أهلنا عايشين هنيك بعد، ونحن كل يوم على تواصل معهم، كل يوم نحكي ونطمن عليهم. مشان هيك أنا دائما ما بعطي صورة حقيقية. بتعرف مشان يعني كمان ما يحس بقلق على الأهل.
Like Feras's parents, the majority of the orchestra live in Syria, where they still rehearse and perform in Damascus.
للعالم اللي برا ماخذين فكرة عن الناس اللي بسوريا انه بكل مطرح في حرب، بكل مطرح في قصف وفي مدافع وفي قذائف، في مناطق آمنة لحد الآن. نحن بمنطقة مسيطرة عليها الدولة لحد الآن، فينا نطلع إمتى ما بدنا، فينا نلبس شو ما بدنا، فينا نغني.
Mace and her husband Rashid both play with the orchestra. She is a singer and he is the lead violin.
بالنسبة لنا شخصيا نحن أبدا ما بنفكر نترك هذا البلد، برغم صعوباته، برغم قطعة الكهرباء، وبرغم القذائف، وبرغم أي شيء. بحس إنه القدر محتوم، ما فيني أهرب من قدري. وهذا البلد قدم لي كثير بأيام الأمان، أيام الأمن والسلم، فما عم حس إنه فيني هلق لما صار هو بحاجتي أتركه أمشي.
And for Mace, these concerts have a special significance.
أثرت الحرب بشكل كبير على كل شخص فينا، سواء موسيقي أو غير موسيقي. بالنسبة لي كحدا موسيقي بحس في مسؤولية إنه لازم نغني، لازم نعزف، لازم هذا الفن هو سلاح كتير كبير يعني ليقاوم اللي عم بصير. أصوات الموسيقى هي أعلى من أصوات المدافع، لازم تكون أعلى.
نص الراتب للآجار، نصه لكروش التجار.
But it is almost impossible for Mace and Rashid to get visas to leave the country. They haven't left Syria since the start of the war. And with a week to go before the tour, they still don't know if they will get permission to travel. Getting 30 people out of Syria is a huge logistical challenge for the concert organisers, which has taken 6 months of negotiation.
It was very, very, very difficult just communicating with people in Syria, getting the visas. They had to go to Beirut to get the visas. Then there were all sorts of hiccups along the way. There were suspicions of what we were doing. There were fears whether people would stay over. At every level, it was complicated.
The first stop of the tour is Amsterdam. And it's a nervous wait to see who will arrive. Some musicians did not get permission to travel, and others were only issued with visas at the last minute. But at last, they are here. And the years of separation are over.
بالفعل شعور ما بعرف قديش فيني اوصفه، قديش فيني اوصل اللي حاسين عن جد نحن فيه. انا صرت ابكي وارجف وحضنتهم ما تخيلنا بيوم انه نفترق. هالجمعة كانت اكثر شيء نحن بحاجته واكثر شيء نحن مشتاقين له.
And finally, the orchestra can start playing together.
أحياناً ما مصدق إنه رجعنا، يعني شفنا بعض والتقينا هون بهولندا. كثير غريب يعني الشيء اللي عم نحسه. صراحة أنا لما كنت عم أعزف بالبروفا بس كنت عم أتذكر كيف كنا بالشام يعني.
The reunited orchestra contains members from across the political and religious spectrum.
What's interesting, of course, about Syria before the revolution was the way that everyone was so mixed there, and it was very harmonious between the Christians and the Sunni and the Shia and everything. There were tensions, but people were together. And the orchestra in many ways reflects that. There are people of all different strands and different religions, people with very different views on what's happened over the last 5 years. And of course, they all come together in the music.
بالنسبة لنا كأوركسترا إذا كان في آراء سياسية مختلفة ما بيهمنا.
The tour is masterminded by creator of pop group Gorillaz, Damon Albarn. He played with Issam in Damascus before the war and wanted to bring the orchestra back together.
I thought, well, I'll bring them over here and get them here so physically people can see them. People can see Syrians doing something other than having their few possessions in a muddy field in Macedonia. You know what I mean? Something positive and beautiful about Syria. It's tangible. It's a tangible thing, and it's music.
We should do some of this in the concert.
Yeah.
Music is always a good starting point to open a dialogue.
But one member of the orchestra is not here. The conductor, Issam, did not get a visa. His sisters, Mervat and Reem, have come from Damascus to sing in the choir and can't believe he's not joining them.
صرنا 4 سنين ما شفنا وكثير كان في حزن كثير كبير انه نحن عم نغني وهو ما موجود بس.
They're keeping Issam updated about the tour.
أنا بدي أقول له نحن كثير مبسوطين وكان لازم تكون معنا.
But the show must go on without him.
يعني بلاك الحفلة ولا شيء عن جد أمي ماشي الحال.
In Issam's absence, Rashid has had to step up as conductor.
بالبداية يعني كان شيء مزعج إنه الأستاذ عصام ما حيكون بيناتنا يعني هو يعني صاحب المشروع كله يعني.
The most important thing is to get the orchestra, we've got people who haven't played with each other for up to 5 years. Get them playing with each other and communicating and the dynamic of the orchestra working. It's going to be it's a very organic thing, this one.
And rehearsals carry on late into the night. After 4 days of intense practice, it's time for the orchestra to perform. It's been exhausting.
يعني هو في توتر أكيد يعني.
رغم كل التعب احنا كثير مرهقين وتعبانين بس أكيد مستمتعين وإن شاء الله رح نعمل حفلة حلوة. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
أولاد اللي عم بدرسهم طلابي بتمنى يكون يعني شيء مؤثر لألون طبعاً ياخذوا فكرة من شيء يعني.
Thank you very much to everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure and privilege working with you. Shukran!
حتى من خلال اللبس اللي رح نلبسه حبينا نوصل رسالة. للعالم إنه نحن شعب مسالم وبيتمنى السلام لكل العالم. من منطقتي أنا، من ضيعتي، من القرية تبعي، من الأغاني اللي ربيت من وأنا وصغيرة وأنا عم بسمعها.
We are from Syria. The music gives me feel like I'm in Damascus. They let me miss my family in Syria.
Come on!
The orchestra are joined by artists from across the world.
منيح اللي قدرنا هلا يعني نفرجي صورة كويسة، الناس تعرف الناس جوات سوريا شو عم تشتغل وشو عم بيصير جوات سوريا. ابدا مو كله حرب، رغم كل شيء عم بيصير، في ناس عم تتمرن، في ناس عم تعمل موسيقى.
Come on home! Yes!
There were 3 guys in front of us crying at the first part already, and we were like, this is so big. It was really nice.
أنا فخورة، أكثر شيء فخورة برشيد كثير كثير كثير. هو انحط بموقع ما كان لا على باله ولا على خاطره، فأنا كثير 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 فخورة فيه.
كان هيك أحياناً ريحة سوريا بدنا نجيبها معنا لهون لحتى الموجودين هون بهولندا يحسوا شوي تخف إحساس الغربة عندهم.
But now, their thoughts are starting to turn to home.
ما بفكر بلحظات انه هن راح يروحوا وما بعرف، لا يعني على امل انه نرجع نكون سوا.
كثير صعب، انا ما بعرف هلا كيف بدنا نتركهم،
بس ان شاء الله يكون اللقاء قريب عنا ببلدنا، يعني ما مو كل واحد موجود بمكان، ان شاء الله نرجع نلتقي بسوريا.
اوكي يلا